President Trump touted economic growth today as the nation showed a 3% increase in domestic output from April to June. It was only expected to be 2 at the most, so it's a big gainer today. The GDP growth came after a drop in the first part of the year. But the Federal Reserve said it would not lower the key short-term interest rates despite calls from the president to do it. Fox's Rich Edson has more on that.
He's always too late. Even if he does it today, probably won't. I hear they're going to do it in September, not today. For what reason? Nobody knows.
He didn't. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve refusing to deliver the interest rate cut President Trump has repeatedly called for. Minutes after the president's latest Oval Office appeal to cut its target interest rate, the Fed announced it was again holding rates steady, though that decision was not unanimous.
We see our current policy stance as appropriate to guard against inflation risks.
Just this morning, the Commerce Department announced the U.S. economy grew at a better-than-expected rate of 3% from April to June. The president responding, quote, "Second quarter GDP just out, 3%, way better than expected. Too late, must now lower the rate. No inflation. Let people buy and refinance their homes." Consumer confidence also rising slightly this month. The Fed's next meeting is scheduled for September. The White House's tariff policy is still emerging. The president announced the United States will impose a 25% duty on imports from India, including an additional penalty. The reason? India buys Russian oil and weapons. Trump has said the U.S. will start imposing penalties on Russia in a week and a half if it refuses to move towards ending its war on Ukraine. The president also escalating his fight with Brazil's government, signing an executive order imposing an additional 40% tariff on Brazilian imports, citing, quote, "the government of Brazil's politically motivated persecution, intimidation, harassment, censorship, and prosecution of former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro." And after 2 days of meeting in Stockholm, American and Chinese negotiators left without an agreement to avoid a restoration of ultra-high tariffs August 12th.
We're moving along with China. We're doing fine with China. I think it's going to work out very well. We're right in step. I think we're going to have a very fair deal with China.
The president also suggested he may visit China this year. He says he's not looking for a summit, but he may just accept the invitation that he says Chinese President Xi Jinping has extended him. At the White House, Rich Edson, Fox News.